An unknown being has been identified and is invading homes in your... To ensure your... Remain indoors. Turn off all your lights. Go back to bed. Please keep all radios and televisions on for further updates. Thank you.
Okay. I have to ask myself, if there's an unknown being that's invading homes, shouldn't we leave the homes? Because that way the monster will be in the home and I'll be out of the home and then we won't be in the same place and the monster won't be able to eat me. But maybe I'm crazy. No, looking at my performance over the last 18 months on this website, I'm definitely crazy. Hell, 2 years. I am definitely crazy. Okie dokie then. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a game whose name I've already forgotten, even though I read it only about 90 seconds ago. But never mind. The Signal. Police call off investigation for missing Virtue Corp interns. Ugh, interns. The most expendable of all members of staff. Right. What do we have here? There is a phone. Yes, I remember them talking about this in the control scheme, and apparently I can change floors by pressing 1, 2, and 3. Presumably for the first floor, the second floor, and the third floor. I own a big house. Okay. I am going to guess that that little green blob is me. Yes, that green blob is indeed me. Okie dokie, this is one heck of a bathtub. But we'll come back to that in just a minute. I'm going to guess that I need to go around the house and turn off all the lights. I am a prestigious person, am I not, if I can afford such a luxurious abode? Yes, because in this room, there's a little picture of a light, and in the other rooms, there isn't. I'm going to turn that off, because I'm going to guess that is my objective. Go around and turn off all the lights. Okay, strange person lives here. Person who does not need pillows, but is highly enthused by, Pinkerton the big purple dog. Well, I mean, to each their own. Right, let's go down to the second floor, for there are more lights here that we need to turn off. So where are we now? Goody aunt, goodness, evening friend, I might not be standing around here much longer, if that's all right with you. Let's go down to the other floor instead. Where's my phone gone? I don't know, it said press F to pull up the phone, but it's not there anymore. So, I guess I'm going to have to do this through, the old-fashioned methods. Have I dropped my phone then? Have I? Giddy aunt, what kind of wacky place do I live? I've got pool tables and a bar, home cinema. They told us they were animals. Virtue Corp is the bioengineering company experimenting on humans. Well, probably. That's kind of what bioengineering by definition means. But never mind. Okay, I think I've turned everything off down here. Yeah. So let me try and sneak back upstairs. Oh, there's my phone. About blasted time. Right, okay. I didn't realise I had to be sneaky. I didn't realise that was the thing I was expected to do. Right, okay, what does this say? Mysterious black goo found near Virtue Corp entrance. They found it to be a mixture of blood and something else. Oh dear. Blood and black-coloured jelly, one presumes. Right, perhaps I need to put my phone away in order to, like, hide my light. In order to, you know, make myself more discreet. Right. He appears to be a big sort of rat monster. I'm going to hide behind this couch. Okay, right. Probably should have turned the light off. That probably would have made me a little bit more sneaky. But never mind, you can't help it. Annual blood drive by Virtual Corp. Something postponed until next year. And again, I didn't have time to read the bit of text at the bottom. Oh, for goodness sake, it's happened again. Actually, I should probably be running away, shouldn't I? Just thinking about it. Right, I think this is the last room which needs the lights turning off. So if I do that, I will have nearly gotten my butt eaten by this thing. Twice. I think I've got all the lights off now. I'm trying to remember what the other instructions on the television broadcast said. Oh no, there is another light on in here. I thought I turned this one off. Did I not? Did I not do that? There we are. Is that all of them? No, there is one more on both floors, of which I'm convinced didn't used to be on. But alright, bit suspicious. I feel like this is more just like a... This is more just like some sort of dad simulator wandering around the house, gruffly turning off the lights in rooms where there are no people. I feel like that's a better description of what's going on here. I heard a little click. I'm wondering if that little click was the monster turning on one of the lights. Maybe he likes the light. And we're in like a battle for supremacy. Okay, I think he's just coming down the stairs, so that's alright. Yeah, we're in like a battle for supremacy. He wants the planet to burn by leaving all the lights on and murdering all of the polar bears, and I, on the other hand, do not want that to happen. It would appear I've won. And now I'm dead. Appear I didn't actually win. Oh, evening, friend. You appear to be having a nice time eating my genitals, which is a bit unexpected. But never mind. Okie dokie. Right. That was slightly screwed up due to a slight technical problem with the computer in the middle of the death. So, I sincerely apologise for that. Let me try that again, and this time I will attempt to not suck quite so badly. At least I've got a better idea of what I'm doing now. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right. Right, if you could just trot off, you weird rat-faced monster. Now, what the hell is this? Is this my phone? Did I drop it on the floor? Ah, I did. Right, that explains a hell of a lot. Right, never mind. We're going to completely ignore the fact that I've somehow on my first attempt, I managed to get all the way to the end, and then on this attempt, I've managed to, screw everything up and die about 4 times in a row. But never mind. I've also realised that turning off my light is... I'm in the wrong frickin' room. I've realised that turning off my light is probably not a good idea in terms of defeating him, because if he wants the lights on, that means he likes the light. Which means I should... No, it means I should turn off the light because darkness hurts him. Right, now this time, could my computer not have a technical difficulty? Okay, so he's gone completely bonkers. I think I need to get back to bed before he kills me. Which I can't do if I keep running out of stamina. This is loud. Alright, after scrolling which way the bedroom is, I think it's this way. Goodness, it's dark. Well, it's not really dark, it's more just like blood red. Get back into bed? Can you get back into bed? No? Okay, I've got no frickin' clue how I'm supposed to win this. I had a bit of a frickin' loss, to be quite blunt. Let me listen to the broadcast again, see whether I missed anything.
To ensure your remain indoors. Turn off all your lights. Go back to bed. Please keep all radios and televisions on for further updates. Thank you.
I really feel like somehow going back to bed has got to be the solution. The end game, if you like. Why it didn't work is beyond me. Right. I'm going to employ a strategy, is what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave one of the lights on the top floor on, so that that can be the final light that I turn off. That way I'll be closer to the bedroom. Let's be honest, I need all the help I can get when it comes to being close to getting into the bedroom. So get to your... Oh, there's actually none downstairs. Oh, marvellous. This is proving to be a hell of a lot quicker than I anticipated. But never mind. Yeah, if I just turn this light off, we'll be ready. Except he's going to come straight up the stairs and murder me. Because I haven't planned this out well at all. But never mind, let's get back into bed. I might have won. I think. Seems to be a pretty big black mold problem going on in my bedroom wall, but never mind. A bit of a lumpy mattress as well. You might want to buy me dinner before you leap into bed with me, but never mind. Maybe I'm just being old-fashioned. Not keeping up with the social trends when it comes to weird tree-like when it's 2D, but wolf-like when it's 3D red-eyed monsters. That was the name of the game. Shadowed Home. Which I guess makes sense. You're in a home and you're trying to cast lots of shadows everywhere to defeat a weird, wacky monster. Huh. That was, that was a bit weird. I don't know whether you'd say that's inconsistent or whether you'd say it's replayable, in the sense that sometimes the game only seems to last for about 1 minute, depending on which lights get turned on at the beginning and how quickly he turns on more lights, or whether it lasts a few more minutes if he turns on lots of lights and it starts off with sort of far away lights being on at the beginning. I don't know, but it's quite cute, it's quite weird. It's not the most original concept in the world, but the design of the model is nice, and the weird little story with the corporation adds a little bit to it. So yes, it's quite fun. I quite enjoyed it. You did as well. So thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night. Oh, did I get any of the achievements? No, and I've still not got a balls what they are. But never mind, I didn't achieve anything. We already knew this. But, you know, it's nice to have it confirmed by a nice, easy, blank diagram. So, hooray. It seems we are playing a game of Minecraft. Kitty, I hope not. Right, switch off all of the lights and go to bed. But I just got out of bed because it was quiet and I thought it would be a good opportunity to record before everything got all noisy. Right then, so good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a game called Lights Off, which seems to can't make up its mind whether its title is ended with an exclamation mark or a capital I, but that's just how Steam works. Right, never mind my quibbles over characters. I'm going to be concerned that I have no flashlight, although I suppose in a game about turning lights off, it is logical that you would have either a very small lawn constructed in a table, or a pool table constructed by somebody that has no understanding of how the game works, hence the lack of cues, holes, and balls. Right. Presumably this is just a little precipice to chuck people off when they start complaining about the table. Alright, at least we have found the bed. Presumably this is the bathroom. Not that I'm able to go in there. Okay then, so where's the last light? Oh, it's in here. Shock horror, Phil. It's in the room where you can actually see things, instead of in the room which is pitch black. Never mind. So, judging by the fact that it said night 1 at the beginning... What? Fall asleep. Hold left click. I wish it was that easy in real life. Huzzah. The rosy mists of sleep have enveloped me, and off I go to dreamland. Lovely stuff. Alright then. So is this going to turn into a sort of almost a Five Nights at Freddy's style type thing? Or some slight variation on it, whereby I have to perform a task and then survive the night? Presumably. So, Presumably, as is something of a trend in indie horror games, the electrics around here are a little gammy. Presumably, there is going to be some form of big monster. There's a door here, isn't there, that I can't go through? Some big, smelly monster that is going to be preventing me from going to sleep. And that's not just a description of some people's husbands. Alright then, let us attempt to sleep. Once again, I can't move while I'm in this situation. I can only shut my eyes and hope that no monsters take a hold of my tootsies and drag me under the bed for whatever the hell that funny noise was that just emanated out of the radiator and ruined my train of thought. Never mind. We are on to the third night. Goodness. I'm guessing I don't have a fantastic work-life balance if the only thing I do when I come home at the end of the day is turn off the lights and go to bed. I'm also guessing that we have a rather strange sense of environmentalism around here, given that we seem to leave the lights on when we go to work and only turn them off when we're going to bed. But never mind. I'm not here to give some sort of social discussion. Can you hear that? I'll try and put the volume up for that a little bit to make it easier to hear if you can't. It's almost like a breathing noise, but almost like it's combined with something being dragged along the floor. It's most mysterious. Okay, so I can let go of left click to wake myself back up again, but I do not lose my accumulated sleepiness. I'm moving up and down ever so slightly. Is that just because I'm more sleepy? How mysterious. Alright then. Presumably, there will be 5 nights, if we are operating on the same old system that we always have. I'm not going to comment about the lack of furniture, or the lack of a minute hand on my clock. I must say, this has been going surprisingly peacefully thus far. Although I do like, mind you, we have been going only 5 minutes. I do tend to like a slightly slower build-up to the old baddies, rather than just throwing them in your face. Now I can hear a strange gurgling noise. Dear. Okay then. Hear the pitter-patter of some little feet. And judging by the fact that I'm sleeping in a single bed, I don't think I'm responsible for that. Well, that was night 4. That's odd, I thought that was number 5 for some bizarre reason. Never mind, I can't count. The hell? Oh, my ear. What the hell is that noise? It's someone speaking. What are they saying? Ascending to the heavens? Something gains? Eternal slumber? Certainly you're reading an excerpt from a Lovecraft novel. Oh, that's loud. Yes, it sounds sounds almost like a sermon. It's most bizarre, and I can't go to bed. So presumably I need to find the source of this noise. It seems loudest over here. That may have been a mistake. I didn't mean to take a picture of the wardrobe. I mean, I did. I mean, I intentionally did that, but you know, that may have been a bit of a boo-boo on my part. Where am I going then? I can't go up there. That's still shut. There must be other things I need to take photographs of. Oh, there's a radio here.
One stands at the gates to hell, one waiting for eternal slumber. From the closet it can tell, one ascended to the heavens, one stands at the gates to hell, one waiting for
Talking about standing at the gates of hell and waiting for slumber.
one ascended.
There's certainly a religious tone to it. Everything seems alright. I swear that plant wasn't there before. Well, I've got video, I've got photographic evidence of it now, just in case it has moved. Is this a trapdoor? I have no idea. I just know that I'm going slightly deaf doing this. Death and visits. Alright, can I take a photograph of the door? Doesn't seem to do a hell of a lot. So there must be specific items around here that I need to photograph. What the hell? I apologise if this is shockingly dark for you. I'm having significant difficulty seeing anything myself. There must be something more. Did I try a photograph of this door? Either way, it didn't work. There must be more. It said death when I photographed the cupboard, and visit when I photographed the door to what I presume is some form of basement. What else do I need to photograph? So is it my imagination, or was that window not that big before? I wonder if that message is a clue. I thought it started where it says one stands at the gates of hell. I don't think it does. Where there's that little corruption, I think it's saying the word closet. I took a photograph of the closet. One ascends to the heavens. Does that mean go upstairs? And then it talks about eternal slumber, almost as if perhaps I should be photographing the bed. No, okay, maybe my theory is slightly falling apart at the seams. Surely that message must mean something, though. Well, we managed that. I'm not entirely sure what we managed, but we did something. Okay, now we're on to night 6. Okay, so we're not doing an old 5 nights situation. Well, it seems I went through the gates of hell, doesn't it? I see we're developing some old Polaroids. Goodness. I do think there was more to that message than I was realising. I think I just read too much into the eternal slumber line. I think the rest of it was pretty accurate, though. And nothing seems to have changed. That door is still shut. At least I don't have that blasted camera going off in my ear. But Alright. All my Polaroids are finished. It's about time I had a little snooze. Giddy Otter went back to work, which hopefully is less demonic than this situation. Hello. How are you? I can see little more than an outline. It's growling like a lion. Idiot. I don't feel like it's going to go away. I don't see that I have any other control other than to shut my eyes and let it slowly creep closer and closer to my vulnerable tootsies. It's moving as well. Oh dear. Well, I'm not dead yet. It seems to have crawled on top of me and started purring in my ear. Now it seems to be dry heaving. Lights off. Goodness. That was quite impressive. I didn't notice that shadow in the doorway before. I found myself wondering whether that might actually be myself rather than the bad guy, given that the bad guy didn't seem particularly human-shaped. Didn't seem to have a particularly human set of vocal cords on him either. That was quite enjoyable. That was quite enjoyable indeed. A lot of indie horror games like to give you a nice, spooky monster that can be your kind of poster boy, as it were. This one didn't really do that. This one maintained its air of mystery. It didn't give you any answers to your questions. It just gave you an uneasy sense and a sense of gratitude that I'm recording this in the morning and I am thus far away from having to go to bed anytime soon. So that's nice. And this game was nice as well. I rather enjoyed it. It was a lot better than I thought it would be. I wasn't expecting an awful lot out of this, but I rather enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other and sleep well.